Hey, what's up guys? Tar Heel Yak Daddy here. Today we're here at Randleman Reservoir in Greensboro, North Carolina. Getting in some practice for the next Carolina Kayak English tournament, which is here. First time at this lake, so we'll see what we can do. See if we can't figure them out here. Alright guys, they said we're here at Randleman Reservoir. Haven't had any luck yet today, but there's a nice bass up here on a bed that I saw earlier. So we're going to go up here, we're going to drop anchor, and I'm going to try to sight fish it with a jig, maybe a swim bait, and a brush hog. See if I can get it to bite. So, let's see how we do. This will be the first time I've tried, I've tried sight fishing, so not from a kayak. It's a little more challenging. So, first time I've dropped anchor on the kayak too, so I'm trying to float up on it. And when I see it, that's when I'll drop anchor. Maybe I'll see if you guys can see it. Hopefully out of the water when I catch it. It's very tough. I casted at it a few times earlier and drifted right over top of it, so hopefully I didn't spook it off too bad. The bass are still bedding here in North Carolina, in this region, obviously. So we're just going to let the current drift us down here. When we see it, we're going to drop anchor. Get it. Only thing with sight fishing is you can drive yourself mad trying to catch that thing if they're not biting whatever you're throwing at them. There's the bottom there. Right in here. So I'll stand up and see if I can see it. There it is. I see it, guys. I see it. Just threw right at it. You'll see that looks like the male up in there. I saw the female. She was bigger than that. Good cat. I didn't get up there to it that time. Right on the edge of this matted grass. Alright guys, like I was talking about earlier, cool little trick here with my anchor. So normally the anchor comes tied with the rope up here at the top. So a good way to modify it so you don't get stuck and lose your anchor. What I've done is I untied it here from the top, tied it here at the bottom. Tie the anchor here at the bottom, then run it up here to the top. Then here at the top I have a little loosely done zip tie. And so how that works is you got it tied at the bottom, zip tied up at the handle, so the anchor will sit like this in the water. So if your anchor is to happen to get hung up on something, you can just give it a good tug. I'm not going to do it now, but if you give it a good tug, this will break loose, it'll flip the anchor, and you'll be able to pull it out of the water. So that's a good tip of the day for you guys. Don't lose your anchor in the water. Tie it on the bottom, zip tie it at the top. If it gets stuck, give it a good tug, zip tie will break loose, and you pull it up, move on. Keep you a few zip ties in your tackle box. So if you have to do that, you can replace it. Hadn't had a good day, hadn't caught anything yet. First time here at Randleman, just can't seem to figure them out. So we're gonna keep grinding away here for a few more hours. Maybe we'll get something, but it's been a little rough today. A guy who's been here before said the lake was lower than usual. This has been the only day this week it isn't going to rain, or has it rained. Rained for a few days before this. It's supposed to rain like all next week. Lake looks stained. Not many clouds, so I don't know how great these conditions are, but still hope to catch something. The guy I talked to had caught 2. Old Randleman skunked me today. Hopefully I can figure it out a little better in the next couple weeks before our tournament comes here. Talked about the anchor earlier. We'll go ahead and make that our gear of the day. Some kind of anchoring device, whether it be an anchor, a stakeout pole, which is a pole you just shove into the ground, anchor it to your kayak, and it holds you in place. You can get some fish grips, tie a rope around the end of that, clip it to an overhanging branch or a stick up out of the water and tie that off. Just something to hold you in place. I don't do it very often, but there are times when it needs to be done. Like I said, today's the first time I did it in the kayak, first time I used the anchor. I have the anchor. May look into a stakeout pole. I also have fish grips that I can, tie off on if I need to. But, today, perfect example. Back in a little cove, see a fish up in a bed. I made a few casts at it, and I ended up drifting the kayak right over the bed, which you don't want to do. So I turned around, backed out of the cove, then came back in. That's when I turned you guys on, dropped the anchor, and kind of sight fished at it a little bit. Different circumstances where you'll need an anchor, some type of anchoring system. I lost my rod there. Some type of anchoring system. So just have one around for when the situation arises when you may need it. A big old fish just jumped over there, other side of this little point. These bass are probably around offshore structure and underwater structure that you can't see without a depth finder. Big old carp right here. Probably come to scare me off his bed. Big old thing. There's the two more. Carp everywhere. So these bass are probably under offshore underwater structure that you need a depth finder to see. Yeah, working on getting one. I don't have one right now, but good circumstance right here why you need it. Crane's over there eating a little fish. Just flew off. Had a little fish in his mouth. I'll tell you what, man. If you don't, that's a hang up. Ooh. Excited. If you don't fish, you need to start. But if you fish and don't kayak fish, even if you don't fish and want to start fishing, kayak fishing's the way to go. I mean, I haven't caught the first fish today, and I've had a blast just looking at all the nature, the carp, the birds, the turtles. It's awesome. And if you don't fish and want to start, then kayak fishing is definitely the way for you to go. I didn't really fish before I started kayak fishing. I went bank fishing a few times. That was it. There's so many advantages to fishing from a kayak. First and foremost, if you're like me, you can't afford a bass boat. Kayaks are much cheaper. Now, you can spend money on a kayak, don't get me wrong, but nowhere near the money you'd be spending on a bass boat. There's no insurance you have to pay for. There's no gas you gotta put in it. I have just a little old 4-door sedan. Throw the kayak up on top of it, strap it down, come to the lake. I can fish in 2 foot of water here. I can get in the middle of all this lay down and stuff. Much more stealth, much more quiet than a bass boat. You know, like back there, I was right on top of those carp bedding. Literally right beside me, watching the 2 of them bed. There's something you can't do in a boat. So, if you've ever thought about it, I encourage you to try it. If you're here in the area, get up with me. I'd love to go out with you. That's what it's all about, is spreading awareness to the sport that I love, letting you guys, bringing you guys in. If you like my videos and If you ever thought about trying it, please get up with me, comment on the video. I'll get up with you and we'll go fishing. Oh, 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 ooh, on his own. God, he impaled this jig. Man. See if we can get him mad at it again. Good gracious. Little bitty stick up there. Little stick sticking just a few inches up out of the water. And again, with the stealthiness, I floated right by it. I'm not even a foot away from it. I mean, literally right here. And I just picked up my jig and dropped it over it. Just right here like that. Gave it some slack, and when I tightened down, one had a hold of it, spit it. Kind of caught me off guard. Little bitty fish jumped over there. Telling you guys, I've been out here for hours. Hadn't even had the first bite. Still had a blast. Finally got a little bite there. I'm hung on that tree. This is what makes it so exciting. People ask me, what is it that's so exciting about fishing? And that's it right there. Even though I didn't land that fish, stumps and nests all under. Even though I didn't land that fish, that shows you right there. You never know what the next cast is gonna bring. I've casted hundreds of times today with nothing. But it ain't over till you're off the water. You never know what the next cast has in store for you. Yeah. 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 Come here. Come here. Yeah. That's what I'm talking about right there, guys. That's what I'm talking about right there. I want him to hook me now. my daggone rod. Oh. Give me some slack. There we are. Let's get it together here. I'm so excited, guys. I don't know what to do for this little thing. Get the daggum hook out. There we go. Look at that thing. It ain't big, but I've been out here all day and got one to bite on my lizard up here on this little flat. That's what I'm talking about. That's what I'm talking about right there. Ain't much, but next cast counts. It ain't over till you're off the water. You never know what's gonna happen. I've never been so excited to catch a daggone fish. Yeah. Destroyed my Texas rig here. Got him on a Texas rig. I think it's a Berkeley power bait lizard. Fishing it on my spinning rod, one of my spinning rods. Just fishing this stand up on the flat. I'm excited about that one, guys. Ain't a big fish, but I've been out here grinding all day. Just really glad it paid off. I think my worm might be a goner here. But we'll see. Probably salvage it. She's pretty jacked up. Should do like that. Go home happy now, boys. One little fish. Oh, a little decent sized fish. I'll take it on tournament day, but boy, I'll tell you what. No monster, but sure am happy. That was exciting, guys. I'm sorry if I look like a little kid, but that's what fishing's all about right there. Getting pumped up. Alright guys, getting ready to head back in. It's been a great day. It was just brutal all day. Had no bites. Then I had one bite off a stump over here. Then I grinded and finally caught one fish. So exciting. So glad I got it on camera for you guys. I know I blabbed on a lot today, and these are fishing videos, and you guys want to see fish caught, and I'm glad I caught one for you guys. Just exciting day, beautiful day on the water. Just awesome. So thanks for tuning in. Like I said, comment below Please subscribe. Check me out on Instagram, Tar Heel Yak Daddy, and we'll see you guys next time. Later.